Sam says, do you have any thoughts or theories why the reflexes might be retained in the ways that they are? And Christina, what is it that inhibits the progression of these reflexes? So
really
why do these things,
yes.
Why do they happen? The why?
So there's lots of different theories and reasons. There isn't like one thing that, oh, well, it's because of this. But if we sort of break those down a bit, I guess one we can look at is the environment. So is the environment in the body conducive to the nervous system developing?
Yeah.
Now, the reflexes are one way of assessing if the cortex is kind of developing at the rate it should be. So if it isn't, then we'll see that the reflex is delayed. If the child has got too much inflammation going on, there's too many toxins or not enough nutrients, then that's going to make it likely that the reflexes aren't going to develop so well. However, if it's purely nutritional or metabolic, we would tend to see an equality of the delay. You wouldn't see like more on the left or more on the right. The whole brain would be underdeveloped at a similar level. And you tend to see that more, I would say, in the genetic disorders. And that's one of the other causes. When there's a particular genetic deletion, mutation, etc., then that's going to slow down the development and you'll see the reflexes delayed. When we see that there's more one side than the other, then get into, well, is that more lifestyle things? You can say, well, nowadays perhaps we are living in more of a left brain culture. We're not running around and using our bodies so much. We're in front of screens and doing more left brain activities like the typing and things. So there's arguments there. And then I think when you see with trauma at birth, this is, and trauma in general, tends to affect each side of the brain differently. So we tend to see that the right side is becoming more hypervigilant, more aware of everything around, but unable to process it so well. It's like looking for danger more. And the left side is more, well, in my little bit, everything's fine. Yeah.
So is that the pattern that you have there?
I asked a patient who's an artist who did these beautiful trees to do a left-right side brain tree for me. And she came up with this, so we can see that the left side is more, it refers to itself more, it's got more connections to itself, whereas the right side has got more connections going down into the subcortical areas. And this is then picking up things like we're saying about empathy and the person's emotions and others. And it's thinking more about the consequences of our actions to society rather than the left, which is more kind of goal-directed.
Okay, so the right is more out in the world, would you say that? And the left is more about me?
Yeah, broadly speaking. There's, I think that's a reasonable generalisation to make. So I've got parents that I think are quite right brain dominant. I'll explain it with the picture in the clinic. If they're more left brain dominant, then we get the brain out and start to say what the little bits are doing.